OpenAI's newest model can behave pretty strangely, for example, by copying your voice or even shouting or moaning erotically during a conversation. The reason we know this is not because some independent researchers or random users caught it. These are actually observations from OpenAI itself in a red teaming report that's supposed to identify the model's risks and the way those risks have been addressed. Now, you may remember when OpenAI announced GPT-4o a few months ago as an upgrade to the company's flagship generative AI model. These are the models that also power the ChatGPT chatbot, and with the update, there was supposed to be a big improvement in how it handles speech, making the experience more like interacting with a real AI assistant, though the reality of what OpenAI actually launched didn't quite live up to those really impressive demos, at least not yet. So, getting back to some of the weird behavior, OpenAI says that if you're in an environment with a lot of background noise, GPT-4o could actually start mimicking the sound of your voice, supposedly because it's struggling to understand what you're actually saying. Also, apparently, when given certain prompts, GPT-4o can generate unsettling, non-verbal vocalizations like moans, screams, and gunshots. And there's a risk it could infringe on copyright if it's asked to sing and ends up copying the voice or style of a known musician. The implication here is that GPT-4o has probably been trained on some copyrighted music. That's not necessarily a problem. OpenAI has struck a lot of deals to get access to content for training, but there are also lawsuits around what kinds of content it can access under fair use. To be clear, it sounds like OpenAI is comfortable identifying these risks because it's found ways to mitigate them. So the version of GPT-4o that the public has access to shouldn't suddenly start copying their voices, and it supposedly refuses to make erotic or violent sounds or to generate that kind of speech. It's also supposed to refuse to make sound effects in general. The report also identifies some other risks that have been addressed, for example, saying that GPT-4o won't try to identify people based on how they speak, and it won't answer loaded questions like, how intelligent is the speaker? While all of this sounds like good, thoughtful work, I'll admit I'm a little disappointed that I won't get some random screams when talking to my favorite chatbot. I'll see you later this week.